That's why you're facing away from each other. You were not to discuss the answer with your husband or wife. No little winky poo signals, or Morse code foot tapping, or one elbow for yes, two for no. Come up with the answer independent of your other half. At the end of the quiz, we'll see if your answers match. If your answers match, you'll get a point. And the entire crowd will scream and cheer like this. Yeah! If your answers do not match, you will not get a point. And we'll all turn into a giant buzzer like this. So we'll know instantly if you get it right or wrong. Now just so you know right up front, some of the questions pick on the wife. That will happen. If it does, the next one picks on the husband. It all evens out. Also, all of these come to us from the Newly Wed Game on television. I have not invented any of these. I have, however, altered some of them. Some are easy, some are tough, some are multiple choice, some are comprehensive. We'll start with number one, probably the easiest of them all. In fact, it sure is. For number one, think back to your first kiss. Remember your first kiss? For number one, all we want you to do is rate your first kiss together on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being bleh, 10 being ooh, baby. So 1 is yuck, 10 is hot. 1 would be the way you kiss your cat. Guess that depends how you feel about your cat. What does that mean? 10 would be steaming up the car windows. Yeah, well, you're still in the house. Okay, number 2. You haven't seen ugly till you've seen the wife's blank. Guys, this is what's known as a loaded question.
Be careful, Chris!
Be careful, Chris! Stay hard! Stay nicely!
Something safe.
There are sharks in the ocean.
You haven't seen ugly till you've seen the wife's what? And it could be anything. It could be the bumper of her car. It could be her pet iguana, if she has one. It could be an old bathrobe. It doesn't have to be part of the body. Although we're all self-conscious about something. Or a living relative or something horrible. Even a mood swing. You haven't seen ugly till you've seen the wife's what? So wives, you should write down what you think your ugliest blank is. Hubbies, write down what you think your wife's ugliest blank is. We'll see if they match. So all of you should have 7 answers at the end, so they can match or not match. And that is number 2. That seems to have picked on the wife. Number 3 gets even. Number 3. The worst smell my husband has caused was from blank. Wow, we're opening Pandora's box now. What is the worst smell? Now, notice how this is phrased, that the husband has caused, not necessarily emitted. We all cause odors. The fact of life could be mowing the lawn, cleaning fish, working out. It may not be what you're thinking. Gotta get it right. And Barbara has 62 years worth of odors to choose from. Oh, it was easy. Stand corrected. All right, that was number 3. On to number 4. I like number 4. Number 4 is my favorite question. Number 4. If there was a parrot living in your bedroom, what word or phrase would it learn to repeat?
That didn't take long.
That was quick, Chris.
often than anything that it would start to mimic after a while. Like a little mirror with feathers. We need a word or phrase your little parrot would learn to repeat. That's number 4. Okay, on to number 5. Number 5. The husband is more macho, either A, in bed, B, out of bed, or C, in his dreams. Where's the husband more macho?
Boy, mine didn't show up filling that out.
That was fast too, baby.
In bed, out of bed, or in his dreams. So, multiple choice. For number 5, you have a 1 in 3 chance of guessing right. And as luck might have it, question number 6 is also multiple choice. Now, for number 6, you have 4 holidays to choose from. So, choose one of these 4 holidays as your answer. One of them ought to cover it. Number 6, what holiday would you use to describe last night's session of Whoopee? Your choices are Halloween, tricks and treats, maybe it was scary, maybe she wore a little costume. You can choose Thanksgiving, thankful for anything. We've all been there. You can choose the obvious one, the 4th of July. Fireworks. Or Memorial Day, honoring the dead. One of those are covered. Last night's session of Whoopee. Choices are Halloween, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, or Memorial Day. Halloween to be a little variety, spice it up. Try something new. Thanksgiving is unexpected. Oh, 4th of July, whee! Memorial Day, maybe next time. I have a headache. Don't feel good. Sunburn. Big toe hurts. The ship is moving. Okay, moving right along. Number 7. Question number 7, our final question, is a 2-point question. Everyone, now, really, you have to get the first part right to get the second part right as well. Number 7, if the husband was stranded on a deserted island for 1 year, one person finally shows up, would he prefer it to be a missionary or a hooker? It's a little scenario. Hubby is stranded on a deserted island. A year goes by, someone finally shows up. He has a choice. Would he prefer it to be a missionary or a hooker? So choose missionary or hooker. You got a 50-50 shot there. That's multiple choice. The second part is comprehensive. Why? Why would he want it to be the missionary or the hooker? So write a short phrase or a couple of words, maybe a little sentence, a small essay. Why would it be one or the other? Well, they're working on that. I'll introduce our couples to you once again. This is the Newly Wed and Married show. This is our version of the Newly Wed Game. We have 3 couples up here on stage. They've spent completely different amounts of time together. I've asked 7 questions. There are 8 possible points, and by their answers, we'll see which of our 3 couples know each other better. Couple number 1 have been married for just 4 days. They're on their honeymoon, Chris and
only 4 days.
Sudden gust of gravity. Couple number 2 have been married for 14 years. Steve and Jennifer. Couple number 3 have been married for 62 years. Wendy and Barbara. And now, the most important point of this whole thing. You are the judges. Okay? You tell me. I wouldn't dare. I'll serve as a referee if needed. If she says, it's my ankle, and he says, it's her foot. If you think it's close enough and you scream and cheer, I'll give them a point. Couple with the most points wins. Number 1 is to rate your first kiss together on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being blah, 10 being ooh, baby. See, it says baby. Chris gives the first kiss a 7.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Danielle gave it a 10.
Oh. Wow.
You're absolutely right. Welcome to a part of marriage known as the doghouse. Sometimes a stuffed animal helps.
Look, pictures here.
Steve, let's see. Steve gave it a 10. Jennifer gave it a 5. There's a slight difference there. What happened?
His mother.
His mother went with him. Wendy gives the first kiss a 10. Barbara gave it an 8. Can anyone actually remember in detail what they did in 1950? 1949? That's a while ago. Okay, we'll give you that. All right, number 2. You haven't seen ugly till you've seen the wife's blank. Chris says it would be.
Oh.
I don't know.
Good answer, Chris. Good answer. That's my favorite.
Oh, okay. Danielle says, me with no coffee. I agree. Coffee is a... Steve says, her mood swings. Jennifer wrote, my mood. Just spell that one backwards. Wendy says when she's mad. And Barbara just wrote my toes. Toes are bad. They're little kitties. Missed that one. Number 3, the worst smell my husband has caused was from blank. Chris says it would be from when I took her shoes off.
Woof, woof.
You like the doghouse, don't you? Farting. Jennifer wrote gas. We must assume natural gas. Wendy wrote farting. When he gets excited, he farts. Number 4. If there was a parrot living in your bedroom, little parrot living in your bedroom, what word or phrase would your little parrot learn to repeat? Chris says the parrot would say, "No, I'm too tired." Wow, got that one already. Danielle says the parrot would say, "No." Steve says that... The second half of the word is whole. The most common thing you hear in the bedroom. Jennifer says the parrot would say, "Oh, baby." Wendy says the parrot would say, "Are you okay?" Barbara says the parrot would say, "Turn off the light." Still time for the lead. Okay, number 5. The husband is more macho in bed, out of bed, or in his dreams. Chris says, "In my dreams." Danielle wrote, "Out of bed." Steve, "In my dreams." Jennifer, "Out of bed." This is tougher than you might think. And Wendy, "In my dreams." And Barbara, "Out of bed." Well, that was a clean sweep. Nobody got that one. Number 6, also multiple choice, which implies it's easier. Number 6, what holiday would you use to describe last night's session of Whoopee? Choices are Halloween, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, or Memorial Day. Chris has put Memorial Day.
Oh, jeez.
Danielle wrote Thanksgiving.
We're all in the same room?
It means the same thing.
Steve says Thanksgiving. Jennifer crossed out Thanksgiving and put Memorial Day. There it is. Now why did you cross it out? Because you put the same answer.
Because I know Steve. I guess I don't know Steve, huh?
It was Cosmo. It can have an effect. And Wendy says Thanksgiving. And Barbara put Thanksgiving. Up on our final question, which is a 2-point question, we do have Wendy and Barbara in the lead by 1 point. So it's actually anyone's game, 2-point question. Number 7, if the husband was stranded on a deserted island for 1 year, one person finally shows up, would he prefer it to be a missionary or a hooker? And why? For 2 points, what do you put, Chris? Chris says it would be a missionary. So I can come home to my wife. Congratulations on emerging from the doghouse in style.
Good save, Daddy.
That's a good answer. Danielle says it would be a missionary because he wouldn't want a hooker. We call that a perfect match.
Up next to
Steve says it would be a missionary because I would not cheat. Jennifer says it would be a hooker. The reason? Whoopee! All comes down to... What does that mean? What's the happy face for? Oh, I see. Okay. Wendy says it would be a missionary to bring me back home. You draw a little happy face. A little happy face for you. I think that's you. Barbara says it would be a missionary because in '84 he couldn't do much for the women. Barbara, you're too much. She is. Smartest thing you ever did. Smartest thing you ever did. You know what? We do have our winners are Wendy and Barbara. But I don't see any losers up here. I see 3 great couples. 3 great couples. So on a prize basis, I'm going to declare all 3 couples as winners, and you each will get our grand winning prize, which happens to be a bottle of champagne and a trophy. And our little rule with the trophies is that you have to win something. You have to win some kind of a competition, like the Twisted categories or a hairy chess contest or anything like that. If you win a competition, then we will get a trophy for winning. But you're all winners, so you each get one. Now think back to question number 1, which is rating your first kiss on a scale of 1 to 10. Well, we're all officially judges now. We want to judge for ourselves. Relive that first kiss for us right now. Go ahead. Reenact that magic moment. We had some 5.
Come on, Chris!
Some of the answers. 8, 10, 10, 5. Let's see. Go ahead and play one. huge sale going on. And it's apparently the first time, whatever it is, being sold has ever been offered. I don't know what that means, but it's some kind of, I can't even pronounce what it is and I don't remember it, but it's very special in our gift shops. So I have no clue what it is, but it's something I can't really pronounce, and it must be from Europe, and it's on sale from 12 noon to 2 o'clock. And I'll probably make an announcement.
He's wet. Big time.
And then Jeff is doing his presentation, actually starting right now. It's our future cruise travel talk in the Queen Mary Lounge. So if you want to learn how to book your next cruise on board, there's an experts for doing so. Or about the MasterCard or Fun Points. Jeff's in the Queen Mary starting at this very moment. And we got our slot tournament coming up and all kinds of fun stuff. Thank you all so much. And thank you all for coming.
Thank you. Got him. Got him.
You record the whole thing, Terry?
Still.
Uh-oh.
Alright, champagne's on the couple.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey!
Get rid of that now.
I think this is better than karaoke.
Yeah, I like this better than karaoke.